right, so here's the legend, George St. Pierre, former UFC welterweight champion, former UFC middleweight champion in DC, as one of the most decorated wrestlers on this UFC roster. You gotta be pretty amazed at what this man has been able to accomplish without any amateur wrestling credentials to speak of.
Yeah, with no background, the guys that he's been in there with and controlled the wrestling exchanges has truly been unbelievable to watch. I was in Canada when he fought Josh Koscheck and took Josh Koscheck, who was an NCAA champion, down whenever he needed to.
Right.
But it was also the striking that made him so dangerous. I remember George St. Pierre had this combination. It was a lead jab, a lead Superman jab into the leg kick. Everyone wanted to try and do it, and they say imitation is the greatest form of getting a compliment. We all tried to beat George St. Pierre.
He's got more SPs than you.
He's the man.
So we get another look and title defense for the UFC's undisputed welterweight champion, and he's chasing greatness, right? He wants to be mentioned alongside George St. Pierre. Kamal Usman is one of the greatest welterweight champions to keep that dream alive. Now the whole serve is the third time.
For him, it was about getting there. And once he got there, Johnny started thinking bigger. How do I build my resume? How do I build a legacy? How do I do enough to be remembered? It's all about legacy for this guy. It's fight by fight. But every time you speak to him, he talks in historical terms. He's just a tremendous champion.
Well, and some people were suggesting this week that he move up a division and chase double champ status. He is focused on the task at hand. We'll see if he can handle it with flying colors tonight. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas today. And now our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, George St. Pierre. And now he's the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Daniel D-Ron Rodriguez.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, so the all-timer George St. Pierre is back on the proving ground tonight. Early portions of this round, he got off to a pretty good start. Feels like the jab was a big key, and the corner just did a masterful job, I thought, with those 60 seconds, sort of centering their pupil as great as he is, and just making sure that all his ducks are in that proverbial row. Oh, massive kick lands flush. Circling to his right. All right, early action here. We'll see how soon George St. Pierre can get one of his patented takedowns, but it all works off of the jab that you saw right there.
It does. I mean, he does. He has a beautiful jab, and I've seen him do so much damage with that jab. You know, I keep calling back to fights, but I remember him and Josh Koscheck. The moment the fight started, bang, jab, broken orbital bone. If Koscheck in Canada, fight's over. George St. Pierre does not throw a range-finding jab. He throws that jab with malicious intent.
Nice jab.
Oh, big elbow. Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
It's under 3 minutes now to go in the round. That landed.
Oh my goodness, what a kick. Nice leg kick.
Oh, and he lands the leg kick. The stats are in his favor when it comes to that strike. Oh, nice block. Lands a big elbow there.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Back and forth we go. Now touches him with the left.
Beautiful punch lands there. Oh, nice combination. Nice body kick.
Under a minute now to go in round one.
Big shot to the body.
Check, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach. Nasty high kick. How is he still standing?
Big elbow there, lands. Final seconds here. Seconds for the end of round one. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So the fighter now with a cut on his lip. That is something he's going to have to deal with. You see the cut man not wasting any time getting in there. We'll see if he can shut that thing and prevent it from being a factor for him moving forward. All right, let us now take a look back at some of the highlights from that previous round. We'll see if we can isolate the exact strike that caused that cut to his lip.
He landed a beautiful shot that cut him on the lip. Now, listen, guys. As long as it ain't like Jairzinho rolls a striking out to over you're fine. Cuts on the lip are okay unless your lip is hanging off like we have seen sometimes. That is not that, but he's got to protect it.
I got Robbie Lawler on line one, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I remember Robbie.
Lip cuts.
Oh, my God. I was thinking about that. I couldn't remember who it was, though.
All right, next round is upon us. Let's see how it plays out. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Whiffs on the elbow. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Nice jab. 3 minutes now to go in round two. Obvious redness on the right side of his body.
Good stick.
Push kick there to the body.
Nice punch to the head.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Oh, man, look what that one body shot did to his opponent.
That shows you the power, and the power is the placement. It was placed perfectly, and now he's got his opponent hurt.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there.
Oh, big elbow.
Nice combination of kicks there by George St. Pierre.
Oh, nice.
Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in MMA, but he's doing a nice job blocking these shots.
He's not allowing his opponent to get any damage off on him by blocking all these attacks. Fighter's committed to the head kicks. That one landed.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing stroke.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut. while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
St. Pierre's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, so there's the end of the round. The big moment in it, of course, the shot to the liver that buckled his opponent.
He hurt it bad. He went right to the liver. Boom, landed.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. All right, another round is now underway. Pretty good previous 2 rounds. We'll see who makes the requisite adjustments now moving forward.
The adjustments are this fight being the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. Oh, nice elbow.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off, and now he's tasked with trying to find that shot again.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut.
Pretty significant welt to the left side. Just over 2 minutes to go. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds.
That was a big check.
Outstanding job finding a place for that knee.
They're so evenly matched. They're going tit for tat.
Oh, crippling knee to the body. Big power shot there. There it is, another strike to the body. That has been a big storyline in this fight. We'll keep an eye on it as the bout continues.
You know, we'll keep an eye on it. But the person that should be addressing it is his opponent. His opponent isn't doing anything to deter him from doing this constantly. He has got to change something if he wants to fight this fight and win this fight.
All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight.
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Well, St. Pierre's taking aim at that cut right now, and hard to blame him, right? Might as well continue to target that area and see if you might get a referee or even a doctor to intervene here. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked.
Good work, guys. Come on.
That was a nice strike.
Oh, beautiful jab there by George St. Pierre. All right, now you see some visible damage on that calf. We'll keep it. Shot right on the target there.
Great shot lands. Now we got to go find that follow-up with him. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight. Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
These guys are both throwing everything with fight-ending intentions. Oh, great block there. All right, so a wise decision by him to continue to attack that cut, and it's getting wider by the minute.
It's getting wider by the minute. This guy is a fantastic fighter, and he's as smart as they come. So the moment that cut opened up, you knew that that would become his focus, and we are seeing it very clearly.
Well-placed shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Just missed with the elbow there. Oh, really good job by him there to raise the guard, DC, and block those shots coming his way.
He does a great job of blocking all incoming strikes.
St. Pierre's blocking pretty well now, so an adjustment made by the fighter to protect that already significantly damaged nose. Oh, he has landed a high volume of strikes in this round and really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. The striking has been on point every step of the way. Careful to not gas out, but you gotta like the output here down the stretch. Oh, what a way to end the round. Saved by the bell. He got stung by a huge shot right before the horn, and now a little bit gingerly, he makes his way back to the stool, and he's only got 60 seconds to recover here, so we'll see if his corner physically, mentally can keep this fighter in the fight. All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands, his opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round, forthcoming. Well, this is crazy that this fight is still going on. An appreciative crowd obviously getting behind both fighters. Both guys just rolling like crazy in that previous round.
They both came with an idea that they were collecting $50,000 extra dollars. And right now, I am certain that they're both going to receive that check.
He's
hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that. Holy smokes.
What a fight! Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it. Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 54 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, George Rush St. Pierre!
All right, well, this is a man of humility, but George St. Pierre all but guaranteed a win by TKO tonight, and that is exactly the way it goes into the book.